Good morning, how are we all doing? Welcome back, it's been a while. It has been nearly 2 months since I've done a video, but we'll get to that. We'll get to the reasoning behind that a bit later on. But welcome to Lincolnshire, the beautiful banks of the River Trent. Although not as beautiful as some parts of the Trent, it has to be said. So we're on the eastern bank today, on the Lincolnshire side, just leaving East Stockwith, West Stockwith, over on that side. So I've got West Burton just over there, look, just for reference purposes, and you can't get any more Lincolnshire in summer than this. Wheat fields ready for harvesting, beautiful summer morning, absolutely stunning. And thankfully so far it's not bad going in terms of a long grass, but I know further down it will be a bit longer, so there's going to be a little bit of road walking, but it ain't so bad. We've got about 11 mile heading to Althorpe, which is pretty much next to Keadby Bridge, and I'm going to get one of those bus well, I was running from Ross there, bus things back to Gainsborough, hopefully. If not, I'll be thumbing a lift to the train station. And as much as I love the Trent, this is probably going to be the most unscenic, uneventful, probably toughest part of the tidal walk I've done, to be honest. Because as you probably gathered, the Trent up at this end is a totally different beast to what it is even 5-10 miles down that way. It is deep, wide, muddy. You can't really get up close to the banks, or to the river anyway. So on the top flood bank, what's resembling straw at the minute, and it's not all going to be nicely cut like this, so there is going to be a lot of road walking as well. But thankfully we should get some decent drone shots of the river and the countryside, because a lot of it is going to be overgrown like this and we're not even going to be able to see the river for the most part. But we're going to try and follow the bank down, so there's going to be a lot of this road basically winds its way along the river down towards Scunthorpe, and it's the same on the other side as well. So as I said, we just left East Stockwith, and like many of these little villages along the Trent, there's an east and a west, and for the most part it was all connected by ferries back in the day. We're obviously utilising the river, but that's all long gone now, all those ferries. And if you're ever in East Stockwith, Ferry House, obviously, fantastic pub, brilliant carvery, brilliant food, highly recommended. So what's been happening then? How are we all doing? Hope we all keeping well in this stunning summer that we're having. It's too good, isn't it, really? It's too hot for my liking. I'm not built for it. None of us are. We all have a good gripe and moan in the winter and autumn and that, don't we? That we get crap weather, rain and stuff, but man alive has it been hot. So as I said, I think it's about 2 months since I did a video. It must be easily 2 months. I've just had a break. I've just thought, yeah, I had a couple of weeks where I didn't go out where it was really hot, and then I just kind of enjoyed going out and not filming, just enjoying it for what it originally was before YouTube. I've done a couple of recce's for future videos. Yeah, just gone back to basics and enjoyed being out. I've not been to the Peak District or anything like that, because a lot of you are probably aware, a lot of it's sadly in flames, and there's a big fire around Dovestone and Tintwistle. It's desperately sad to see, it really is. Even in Wales, North Wales, They've had it even worse. Conwy Mountain, Bethesda, I think it's pronounced Bethesda. They've had a big fire there as well. It's sad. It's really, really sad to see. And I think one of those in the Peak District was caused deliberately. How do you even explain that? How do you even explain people's actions? So if you are out, I shouldn't even need to say it, if you are out, don't take one of those barbecues. Take all your shit home with you and just... I'd even go as far as to say, just don't go. I know it's bizarre for me to say it. Just don't go. You'll be there for another day when it's not under so much pressure from people and the weather and all that sort of stuff. Because as you can see, it is absolutely... It's great, it's dust. It's just dust. Bizarre. But yeah, I'm back now. I think I'm definitely not a summer hiker. Definitely not a summer YouTubist anyway. But I've got a week off at end of August. I'll get a couple of walks in there. I want to get back out on the camp as well. Obviously I'm not going to go camping when it's tinder dry in the peaks. That's just asking for trouble. Even when you're not cooking, it's just asking for trouble. But yeah, we're back. It just seems like so much has happened in the last 2 months. It's not rained for 2 months. We've got a new Prime Minister. Football came home for about 75 minutes and then we decided we didn't want it to and give it to those Argentinians. Sam Neill's died. Another part of your childhood gone. Alright, so we're just coming up to East Ferry now. Again, one of those places with a reference to the ferry. We've got East Ferry, and we've got Ouston Ferry on the west bank. Gorgeous old windmill there. It's a bit of me that. I'd love something like that. I'd absolutely love it. Kevin Keegan died, there's another one. King Kev. If you get that little reference when I said I love it, you'll know what I'm on about. You know why it reminded me of Kevin Keegan there. Love it if we beat them. Love it. Such a different river further down here. I've said this on a couple of other videos. It looks mucky and horrible and manky, but it's not. But I don't know if you can see on a far bank. Just below the tree line, in between the tree line and the water line, where it's all muddy and silty and rocky. That's what gives the water that mucky colour. It's not mucky. If you took a glass full out of it, left it to settle, it'd be as clean as you like. Tell you what, I'm glad I've got this wind behind me. It proper picked up the last half an hour. We're just taking the edge off the temperature now. It's a beautiful morning. Beautiful. I was kind of hoping we might get a bit of a tide change today, but I've had a look at the tide times. It ain't due to change till mid-afternoon, so we'll miss it unfortunately. But the tide, I know the wind's blowing that way, so it makes it a little bit deceiving, but the tide is flowing that way. It's going out to sea. Right, so we are between Stockwith, which is just down there, and Butterwick, which is about a mile or so down there. And this is the confluence of the River Trent. I mean, look how wide it is now, look. And the River O, which flows right over there. We'll have a look over the road in a sec. River O, spelled E-A-U, as you would say it in Le Française. But you can see now this silt. Get stuck in that, you ain't coming out. That's a fact. It's bloody wind, man. Wow. I think this is just a pumping station. I do believe. Little bird footprints in there, but digging around for all the little bits and bobs. You can see down there. The proper beast now down this end. So this is East Butterwick, which is just coming through, and we've got West Butterwick just over the way. Again, another east-west couple of hamlets that was villages that was joined by a ferry. And Butterwick is Old English for butter farm, roughly speaking. These beauties here, beautiful trees. I hope you can hear me above this wind. It's on a 180 and it's coming from the north now, so we're walking straight into it. So I hope you can still hear me. Our next little point of interest, if you like, is that bridge there. If I can keep hold of my hat, that bridge there, which is the M180, which will take you to Scunthorpe, Grimsby, that way, and then towards Doncaster, M18 that way. Hoping to get the drone up again, but I don't think I'll be able to in this wind. You can't make it up. I was not to the weather, and believe it or not, we are due a few showers this afternoon for the first time in about 2 months. Look at this, look, beautiful. Lincolnshire, fields, river, big, massive, open, beautiful skies. I think we're about 8 miles in now, 9 miles in. We ain't got far to go, to be honest. So we've got the bridge to pass underneath, and Burringham is about another mile or so up the road, and then we'll be at Keadby Bridge, Althorpe. That's where the public transport fund starts. I'm starting to feel it a little bit in the legs now, though. We've been really lucky because this grass is quite short, but it's still just long enough to take it out your legs. It has the same effect on your legs as what walking through snow does. You know, when you're kind of kicking through it rather than your feet just walking into fresh air, so to speak. And we've got a Spitfire going over. And if you can make it out, pick it up, hear it, have the wind. It's up there. Beautiful. Alright, the M180 bridge, one of only, I'll get this right, 4 ways of getting over the river by car, on the Tidal anyway. So we've got Keadby Bridge, this bridge here, Trent Bridge in Gainsborough, and Dunham Bridge. If you ever come to see the Eiger, the tidal bore we get on the Trent, this is a really, really good place to come and watch. Not that we've had one for quite some time. Oh, I can actually get down to the river a little bit here, look. I ain't getting too close. I've not got all that far to go now, thankfully, because my legs are absolutely shot now walking through this long grass. I've got about a mile and a half, I think. We've just got the power station down at Gunness in front of us, all the wind turbines. So we're through Birmingham, and just kind of around the corner is Keadby Bridge. And Althorpe, and that'll be our last stop for the day, and that'll be the Tidal complete. What a journey. Right, so we've reached Keadby Bridge. Got Gunness, the Keadby power station over the way, and about another 7 or 8 miles the Trent heads out into the Humber and eventually out into the North Sea. So our little tour of the Trent concludes on the tidal section at least. This is the tidal section all completed. Whoa, that's high. But you can definitely see they still use this Gunness wharf up behind the corner, still use this as a port as well. So a lot of stuff comes in here, timber and whatnot. But for us, like I say, our little tidal stop of the Trent, tidal tour of the Trent, sorry, is at an end. We've only got another about 15-20 miles to do of a non-tidal, which hopefully I'll get done in a couple of weeks. I've been saying that for months, but hopefully I do. But as always, thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed this less than interesting compared to the other River Trent video, please give it a thumbs up, drop us a comment. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. So from me, whoa, that one, this bridge, I'm stood right in like a bit of a gap and the bridge wobbles whenever anything heavy goes over it. So from a bit of a wobbly Keadby Bridge, these seagulls, the beautiful River Trent. As always, thanks for watching, and I shall catch up with you all on the next one.